Most healers I know are drowning in admin, scheduling, reminders, follow-ups, spreadsheets. It's endless. But here's the truth. The more energy you spend on busy work, the less you have for patience. That's why building a sustainable operations and automation plan is key if you want to scale without burning out. Welcome back to Behind the Healing Table, where we cover real strategies and raw truths of building a holistic practices. This is part 2 in my Starting and Scaling from Scratch series. In part 1, I shared the steps and mistakes from starting our hybrid longevity practice, AcuHealth. Today, we're talking systems, how to build operations that run smoothly, and automation that saves you time. I'll show you how we use tools like Make, Google Sheets, and ScoreApp in real life to keep our practice sustainable. So why do systems matter for healers? It's not our favorite thing to do, right? Not always, but it's important. Most wellness practices fall apart. And not because the practitioner isn't good, but because the operations aren't sustainable. Without systems, you end up being the acupuncturist, the receptionist, the marketer, and the bookkeeper. Systems are going to help you to protect your energy, and automation will give you the freedom to focus on your patients. Think of it like TCM. If your chi gets blocked, everything stagnates. Your systems are the meridians of your business. Now, Google Sheets can be simple and effective for tracking. Early on, we didn't need fancy software. We just needed clarity. Google Sheets gave us a free, flexible way to track things like patient visits and packages, membership renewals, revenue goals versus actuals. So for example, we built a simple sheet to track how many patients were on packages versus single sessions. That clarity showed us where to focus. So a tip here, keep it simple. A spreadsheet beats a complicated system you never use. So you can use software like Make to automate repetitive tasks. Make is the backbone of one of our automations. So what do we automate? Intake forms to Google Sheets. When a new patient fills out a form, it auto-populates our tracker. So appointment reminders, that's an important one. Patients get emails and texts without us lifting a finger. So follow-ups, after certain treatments, an automated email checks in and it reminds them to book. So the result of this automation is that we cut admin time by hours a week. The mistake we made is that at first we tried to automate everything. It got messy. Now we ask, what drains the most energy? Let's start there. Now we also use ScoreApp to turn leads into patients. Marketing doesn't have to be complicated. ScoreApp lets us create quizzes that double as lead generation and education. So for example, we made a longevity score quiz. Patients answer questions about stress, sleep, immunity, and they get a personalized score plus tips. On the back end, we see their results and we can follow up with tailored care options. So why it works? Well, patients feel seen and it positions you as an expert before they even book. So as a bonus here, it runs 24/7, building your pipeline without you hustling on Instagram every day. Now, how are we going to put this all together? A sustainable operations plan. Here's the flow in our practice. Patients find us through Google or our ScoreApp quiz or through social media videos just like this. They fill out the intake form that's auto-logged in Google Sheets via Make. They book online and reminders and follow-ups are automated to be sent out. We track memberships and renewals in Google Sheets, And that data gives us clarity to scale without chaos. It's not about tech for tech's sake. It's about freeing your time and mental space. So some mistakes we want to avoid: overbuilding too soon. Start with one sheet, one automation. Not documenting. If you don't write down your processes, you'll forget, and then you'll reinvent the wheel, trying to do it yourself forever. Eventually, hire support or outsource setup so that you can stay in your zone of genius. So here's the bonus. Don't wait until you're busy enough to build systems. Build them early, even when you have just a few patients. That way, your operations are ready to grow with you instead of breaking under pressure. Scaling doesn't mean adding more chaos. It means creating clarity and flow. With the right systems and automation, you can spend less time on admin and more time doing what you love. Healing. Until next time, keep growing, keep simplifying, and remember, your practice deserves to support you as much as you support your patients.